This is your reminder what you need. Don't ever get comfy, when you're in construction. I've been having this conversation with one of my friends here, and it goes a little bit like this. Is construction starting to be dead because of people are sucking all the money out of it and the wages are not going up? The answer is no, it's not. What it is just sometimes you might be good at your job. You might say a bit too much sometimes, so people look at you a bit like a problem. And there's one way to get rid of you, which is wait until you slip up and make it a big thing. It's happened to me before, and I've realized it's not something what I've done. It's not my workflow. It's not my timing. It's not my punctuality. It's not my mannerism. It's not the job. It's just something people want to get you on to know that, you know what, now we've got rid of them. We don't need them anymore. There's more of that happening than what happens in a productive way. I'll explain it like this. There are high productivity people within the workplace, and managers don't know how to manage them. Do you get it? You ever thought a manager was not a good worker because they wasn't good at what they could do? So managing people was the next best thing because they wasn't able to manage what they're doing in a good way. Do you get it? Like, anytime I've spoke to and I've had any supervisors and stuff, yeah, and I'm a supervisor myself, they have not really been good tradespeople. I say it from now. They have not really been good tradespeople. And I say they've not been good tradespeople because I had a manager who was an electrician. So he told me. So I told him that we need to change an element, which is on a water heater. And he told me that, yeah, you can do it on the weekend. Doesn't take that long, does it? You start to think to yourself, do you know what you're talking about? Do you? And it's not the fact of me wanting to make money, because I'm always going to be on the side of wanting to make money. So I'm going to say, hell yeah, it's going to take me Saturday and Sunday with a straight face. Yeah, I'm going to change 4 of them. It's going to take me all Sunday. Yeah. Because if you know your job, you don't need me to tell you what I know. You know already, innit? And that's the thing. Most of them people have no technical ability. I can't speak for all, but the majority of people who I've come through and I've actually met inside the workplace, working relationships, when I ask them something which is their trade, I'm not an electrician. I've got a friend who's an electrician, my brethren who's an electrician. We speak about a lot of things. So I have more of an understanding than someone might think. But I'm not here to play games with them and, oh, do you know this or do you not know this? I don't play that shit with people. I don't have time for that. I don't care what you know. I care that when we're on a job, if you know how to do something safely or how we're doing something, it always has to be the safest way. And if you don't know that you shouldn't be doing something like that, I'm going to take it that you don't even know health and safety. So what's the fucking point in talking about anything else? But we have to, because we're at work. Of course we have to be tolerant to each other, but you got to make sense of it, innit? It's only when I started to see some posts on TikTok about high performance people who are in the workplace, managers don't know how to manage those people because they are solving problems, doing their job, but also doing your manager's job a bit. You're making them look good, but they always want the glory and want to go to their managers and be rained on with that yellow stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, they always want to do that. So it's a hard, difficult situation because all you're trying to do is do the workplace is best due, do as best as you can. And sometimes that becomes a problem. But it can't be my problem, my friend. It's yours. We're all at work to work together, and sometimes when someone takes your idea or something you've done and presents it to the managers or the CEOs and said, I've done this, they know you haven't. You're not that smart to do that. But we can't find the person, and we're not trying to find out who it is who done that. So you let that person take that glory. I can honestly say I'm not a glory hunter. If I do something, I fix something, it works. Sometimes when you do a repair, it might only work for the time. You might have to get it repaired properly. But I realise that there are a lot of managers, supervisors who are in those positions. When you tell them something technically, it lets you know that they are not your technical support in any type of way. Because you don't have the foggiest, do you? I've been in this situation so many times, it makes me laugh because I tried to be the person who was explaining it to everyone, saying, oh, do you know what? Maybe he doesn't know. But you get paid to know. So why do you not know? You tell me, or you would say to me, oh, I've been doing this 10, 15 years. But you sound like you've been doing it a week because you don't know anything. And yes, it is me judging, but we judge people at work. We listen and we judge. Whether you like what I'm saying or not, it's a fact. Everybody judges people inside the workplace. You judge your manager on how they deal with a situation. If you felt like they was fair about something, you're going to judge them. Like they're going to judge you if you come in the door 5 minutes late. Oh, you're late again. Yeah, but I stayed late yesterday. And you told me that I could come in a little bit later. But now you're going to say I'm late. Make it make sense. Do you want me to be here on time or do you want me to have a little rest? Because yesterday you said rest. Do you want me to call you in the morning just to make sure that you're feeling all right and that you're not in your feelings? Because most of the time you are. But you're not supposed to say these things because we're supposed to have a level of professionalness to the situation. But when we don't work at places anymore, the professionalness and the reality has to kick in because reality is here and professionalness is here for the workplace. But I've realised and I've come to the understanding that none of this will change because companies keep employing these same types of people who are not really that good at their job, like I said at the beginning. And they haven't grasped what actually people do because it's all a ducking and jiving game. Ducking and jiving till lunchtime. Ducking and jiving till the end of the day. I've seen managers try and blame it on other people. There was a guy who was doing some QAing for a company because this company were like they were on the break of like losing one of their biggest contracts, yeah. So they had to get a guy who would go over some of the things what they failed on and stuff like that, and which they weren't compliant. It's a compliance manager. Sorry, I said it wrong. He's a compliance manager, so he had to audit the stuff what they was looking at. And when me and him spoke, because me and you speak on a level, he used to say to me, these lot don't even know what they're doing. They don't do none of the work what they've asked to do. They lie about this, they didn't show the report and didn't do this. Most of the gross negligence lies on the manager when it comes to certain things and the supervisor, right? Depending on what type of contract it is. But when I realise people don't take accountability and responsibility but want you to face the same, it just makes you think, are we in fucking school? Like, are we in the Twilight Zone or something? Because I can see what you're doing. You did nothing yesterday, but you told everyone you did something. And then I realised this is all a game for you lot, innit? I ain't in this matrix with you lot because it's all nonsense, you know? And that's the key reason why I don't take managers, supervisors, other supervisors seriously at all, really, at this point in life. I'm yet to meet someone who has got some sense. I've met loads of different people who maybe they don't take their job seriously, or maybe they just don't, they feel like they're really good at their job, managing people. But all of those people hold a common interest. What is it? Their communication skills is shit. Garbage. Absolutely abysmal. The way they speak to people when they come out of character is offensive, rude, and sometimes damn right disrespectful. Because they got that title, they feel as if they want to throw their toys out of their pram, they could do it anytime. And people have to kind of bow down to them because they kind of need a job. But there's sometimes people are going to start to rise up and say, you know, I'm not having it. We ain't working here. We ain't doing this with you. And it's only a few of us that can do that because like how life is expensive, innit? Sometimes you got to deal with what you got in front of you. I've had to deal with a few arseholes. And that's what they were. They were not nice people. And they know they weren't nice. And they used to do that intentionally. I know they used to do it intentionally. I kind of feel like them people kind of get off on that type of stuff, if you get what I mean. It's a weird vibe, weird. But I don't class them types of people as people who I would associate with at any time. And God forbid they saw this video, because they would know that I would be talking about them. You ask me, do I care? No, I didn't care. I wouldn't care at all. It wouldn't bother me at the end of the day. What's done is done, and your actions, how you carry yourself, yeah, definitely will show as the years get by. You know, like those people be like, oh, I worked at this place, I worked at that place. But why no one from that workplace wants to come go out lunch with you if you was that good, if you was doing all this stuff? Why no one don't fuck with you now? Why is nobody your friend on Facebook from your other workplace? It's because you smell. Is it because something else? No, it's because you're not a nice person. And that's the reality. You know, those people could tell themselves, oh, it's only work, you know, like, don't take it so personally. It's people's precious time on earth, which they can't get back. Of course they could take it seriously. Are we not in the same world? Are we just in some make-up land? Some of these people, man, you just can't make it up. That's why I've decided to keep being around these people is because they make great fucking content to talk about. Because everybody knows someone like this. And I don't even have to call this person a name. If you've had someone like this, I want to see you in the comment section below, because it's not just me. I've met women, men, older men, middle-aged women, older women who are exactly like that. Again, very just weird, man. They do not make the best managers, because again, those people are very temperamental. They're very flying off the handle. They're very acting on impulse when you shouldn't really do that. You should work out the situation and assess what are your best avenues to attack this situation. But again, no training. Always coming in your own personal clothes. Do you get it? That's why you just don't take this thing seriously. Anyway, make sure you like, share and subscribe. I'll be on these people some more with some more fire posts for you. Yeah? Subscribe.